So for today, I am going to be showing you guys my favorite keto recipe. So I am going to show you how to make keto chicken fingers. Yes, keto chicken fingers with a breading on it. Well, a breading. I know there's lots of different keto chicken recipe or chicken finger recipes that you can make, but a lot of them are just, just the chicken and you try to get that crispy. But I really like, to have that breading feel for my chicken fingers. So yeah, let's get started. So for this recipe, all you're going to need are a couple of eggs, some olive oil, almond flour, your chicken breasts, of course, and some seasoning. I like to use salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, and chili powder. So I'm just starting off with my 2 eggs. So you just want, you're gonna make an egg mixture base to dip your chicken fingers in. So you wanna use 2 eggs for every 2 eggs that you use, you're gonna use a tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm just gonna start off with just, one serving of this egg mixture. And then if you need more, if you're making more chicken fingers, then you could just double this or wait until you use all your egg mixture and then go ahead and make some more. So I'm just gonna start off with my 2 eggs. And you're gonna want just a small mixing bowl or just a small bowl to crack these in. Just get them over here for now. Very good. So once you've got your 2 eggs down, then you're just going to go ahead and use a tablespoon or about a tablespoon of olive oil. But what I like to do is just take the cap from the olive oil, which is about right. And I just like to go ahead and do 1.5 capfuls. So 1 and then, or a little bit less than half, like 1.25 caps of the olive oil cap. Put that back on. And then go ahead and grab your spoon and just get that nice and mixed up. And then once it's almost mixed up, go ahead and grab your favorite salt. I like to use this Himalayan pink salt from Costco and just add a couple of dashes in there. And go ahead and get that nice and stirred up till it's nice and blended. Wow. So that's gonna be your egg mixture. Next, you're going to want to prep your flour. So again, I am using this almond flour, this Simple Truth almond flour. And you just kind of start by just filling the bottom layer of your bowl with the almond flour. You don't have to measure it out or anything, but just put a small amount of almond flour in your bowl. I'm gonna get myself a fork here. And now, once you've got your almond flour in your bowl, we're just gonna season this almond flour to our taste. So it really depends on the flavoring that you like on your chicken fingers. If you really just like them more plain, and so you can let the sauce do the work, then just go ahead and just do a little bit of salt and pepper but for me, I like mine to have a bit of a spice to it, so I also add in some cayenne pepper and some chili powder. So I'm gonna go ahead with my salt first. And again, there's no specific amounts for this. I would just say, or if you really want me to try to give you some pointers or some guidelines, I'd say about half a teaspoon of salt. And again, this really just depends on how much flour you start off with, but about half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in our cayenne pepper. So I just give it a couple of sprinkles, a couple of dashes, till it starts to really show its color. And then I do the same thing with the chili powder. So just a couple of dashes in there so that you're really starting to get the color in. Okay, so once you have your mixtures, you are going to get your chicken breasts ready. So I'm using 2 chicken breasts cut up into like just small, medium-sized pieces. It just depends on how large you like your chicken fingers. If you like thick, fat chicken fingers, then maybe you just do 1 slice. Just cut it up to your desired thickness for your chicken fingers and your desired length. And then we are going to take our chicken finger and give it a little dunk. I just go ahead and put a couple of them in at one time. So just take a few of your chicken fingers, toss it in your egg mixture. There you go. So it's nice and full. So you can usually fit quite a few in there, like 8 at a time. Just let it swim in there for a quick minute and then take it out. Let it kind of drip off the extra egg mixture, and then place it into your almond flour mixture. All right, for this, I just do a couple pieces at a time in the flour mixture so that it doesn't get too eggy at one time. So drip that extra egg off, poke it in here, and then just go ahead and roll your little chicken in that flour real good until it's nice and coated. So now you've got some chicken finger breading. And then you're just going to place it on your rack so it can kind of sit there and just rest and get ready for cooking. So that's what I'm just gonna keep doing. Just gonna go ahead and keep on working on dunking these in both of my mixtures until I've got all of my chicken done. So as I mentioned to you guys before, this chicken finger recipe is definitely my favorite keto recipe. I make it really often, probably have it a good like once a week, I would say. So I am wondering, what is your go-to keto meal? What is your like, this is what I'm gonna have for dinner, it's gonna make me happy, and it's gonna make me not hate being on keto because I actually like this food. So what is that meal for you, for those of you who are on keto? And if you're not on keto and you're just, maybe you've tried somebody else's keto recipe, or what if you're on a different diet? Let me know, what diet are you currently doing and what do you like to make? How is it going for you? Are you liking it? Are you finding that it's successful? Are you happy? Just, I know that's like a big existential question, but you know, how are you liking it? And what would you recommend for anybody who is trying one of these diets? What would you tell them? What would be your one piece of advice for them? Okay, so now I've basically got my first batch of chicken fingers ready. This is about how much is going to fit in my pan. So I would recommend you use a small to medium size skillet. And I know you're like, but it's gonna take me multiple batches, but trust me, you're gonna want to do it in multiple batches. One, because it only takes like 3 minutes per batch to cook inside of your oil. So it really isn't gonna take that long per batch that you're doing. And it's going to make it so that you can coat the entire chicken at the same time. I am cooking in coconut oil. Sorry, my hands are super messy now with the flour. But I am going to cook in coconut oil. You don't have to use coconut oil. You can choose your favorite oil. But I'm cooking in the coconut oil. So I've got it on medium heat. I'm going to let it heat up. You are going to want a pair of tongs with this. All right, so now my oil looks like it is pretty warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my breaded chickens added into my oil. So just go ahead and literally just toss them all around in there. Now, if you're really skilled and are trying to hurry up and get this done, you could do 2 skillets at one time, you know, get 2 batches going, but I still just definitely recommend you keep the size of your pan smaller. So now I have my first batch in my skillet. As you can see, it doesn't completely coat the chicken finger, but it's getting more than half of it in there. So it's gonna help with the cooking time and really get it nice and crispy. So I just like to wait about 2 minutes on one side, and then once those 2 minutes pass, I go ahead and flip it over to make sure the other side gets crispy, and by then it is typically done. So as that goes ahead and fries, I'm just going to keep on working on dunking the rest of my chicken. So today I went and I got my nails done, and it turned out really great. I go to this lady, her name is Michelle, and she works at a salon called the Nail Buzz. It's actually in Container Park here in Las Vegas, which is this cute little shopping sort of hangout center in the downtown area. So it did really great, but I was just cleaning in here when I got home and I broke a nail. So I'm really upset about it. So now I'm trying to see if she's got some availability for tomorrow so she can get me fixed up. But I love it. I went with this blue color and then just a silver accent nail. So I think it turned out really good. She does great work. So if you are in Las Vegas looking for a nail salon, I really recommend you go check out the Nail Buzz and ask for Michelle. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes already. So now I'm just going to go ahead and give my chickens a little flip with my tongs. You can see it's already getting pretty crispy. Looking pretty good. You just want to be careful when you're trying to flip these. One, because obviously it's oil and it's popping, but you don't want to like rub off your breading while you're flipping it. So try to grip your chicken from the outsides while you flip, and just do a nice quick flip without, rubbing all the breading off of your chicken. Easier said than done though. My hands are all messy, so. Okay, there you go. So those are flipped. And then just keep on working. All right, y'all. So it has been another couple minutes. And now I'm just going to check my chicken and see if it's ready. Look, that's looking nice and golden brown. So I'm going to say that is about done. So now I'm going to get all my chickens taken out of there. So if this is your first time visiting this channel, welcome. My name's Tia. And yeah, we're just here to have fun, to just explore what it's like doing videos, being in front of the camera, and just seeing what we can make of it. I'm from Las Vegas, born and raised, and I really enjoy it here. I really love it. My family's here, and Patricia's family is here, my fiance, so we just are just little Vegas local kids who are just trying to have a good time. So I appreciate you tuning into us, and I hope you enjoy our content. We are very open to suggestions of things that you would like to see on this channel. So if you think of anything, feel free to, let us know. Leave us a comment. Leave us a comment about what you are interested in seeing about Las Vegas, about keto, about marriage, just any of that stuff. We're open to all of these suggestions. And there you have it, your keto chicken fingers. I know it probably doesn't look as appetizing as it actually is, but I'm telling you, you're really gonna like it. And it did come out different than normal for me. This was my first time using the coconut oil, and it made it come out darker than it normally does. So, I don't know, it still tastes fine, but I might recommend using vegetable oil or some other keto-friendly oil. We usually use vegetable oil, and it tends to come out a little bit better and a little bit more like breading than as crumbly as this. So, yeah, I would recommend to use one of those oils instead, but let's give it a taste test. Okay, I have got my keto chicken fingers ready. Sorry, look at my tripod in the back. I was recording over there. But let's have a bite. I've got my ranch and hot sauce mixture, my fave. And let's give it a go. That's chicken fingers for you. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Try the recipe, let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you next time. Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon.